Wow, Virgo, there is such potential for you in 2019. I'm delivering this in the old way with a fabulous C for you to enjoy while I talk you through it. But of course, the monthly and the weekly, I will be on camera doing the Horoscopes as well. Anyway, let's cut to the chase. Let's not mess about. Let's launch ourselves into the fabulous of 2019. Now, January, everything is revolving about relationships, romance, soulmates, children, and creativity. And there's a big shift of energy in that area, a big rebirth, a change, a transformation. Revealing things are happening around your intimate relationships, but you're also feeling quite secure in yourself around those areas. There should be an opportunity coming to you around love, children, creativity, expressing yourself, laughter and generosity. But there are also changes. There are also secrets that are revealed, and that's because we kick off on the 6th of Jan with a new moon and a partial solar eclipse. Now, solar eclipses hide things and then reveal them, and they reveal things to us that we've missed, we didn't know, or were deliberately being kept from us. And for you, and that's in your soulmate children area, that's in your pleasure zone. So something's coming, a new beginning, actually, a brand new energy in that area. So it could be that 2019, as we're kicking off with that energy, is about new relationships, about excitement, about you expressing your creativity, honouring your child within, allowing yourself to have pleasure, putting yourself first enough to have pleasure. And with Mercury, your ruler, joining forces with Saturn in that energy also at the beginning of January on the 13th, you're like, right, I am committing to being a creative being. I'm committing to and honouring myself when it comes to my love relationships. And you're committing yourself to happiness. Good. It's about time. Sometimes you're very generous in giving to other people, in sacrificing your own happiness for the needs of others. And this year, you're going to make a fundamental change. You're like, no, I am as important as everyone else, and you're going to head forward. And Mercury joining forces with Pluto, you've got some very powerful things to say in July. You're like, right, this is it. I'm going to give you the truth. And also you're going to experience equally people saying things to you which are very intense. But for you, it's about the importance of you being happy. You're realizing that time is ticking on, and you deserve happiness, and that you are worthy of happiness. And you know what? A lot of the time, certainly in my past, you can have relationships and you'll wonder why you're not respected. I spent a lot of my life feeling unlovable, and that really did impact my relationships because I didn't really believe that I was worth it. I mean, I wasn't walking around thinking that, but it was on an unconscious level. So, you know, if you've been feeling that on any level, that's coming to the surface and you're able to love bomb yourself. The cosmos is telling you that you are worthy and you are lovable, and you're stepping in to 2019 with that knowledge. Particularly as Venus is entering your soulmate zone, there is the opportunity for a lot of positive energy to do with lovers, meeting a soulmate, hooking up with someone that makes you laugh and laugh. And you're ready to commit to relationships that make you happy with Venus conjunct Saturn on the 18th, around the 18th of February. You're also looking for enlightened love and a love that goes deeper. And you're, again, opening up to those possibilities. The full supermoon in your sign on the 19th is, again, bringing you to a peak, enlightening you in some way. It's quite an emotional day. If everything's going tickety-boo in your life, that should be a day of real pleasure and empowerment. Look out for the magic messages of the moon. There may be a synchronicity, a dream, a symbolic happening, or an intuitive revelation around that time that's very, very important. So keep your eyes and your psychic antenna peeled. With Venus conjunct Pluto in your soulmate zone on the 23rd of February, again, a great deal of intensity and passion and lusty feelings around that time. Now, Mercury, your ruler, goes retrograde on the 5th of March, annoyingly, till the 28th of March, and that's in your relationship zones. There could be a bit of confusion about not only intimate relationships, but also business partnerships within that time. You know, you could receive an email and someone misunderstands it. You may forward an email that with an attachment you didn't want the person to get. So just be super careful around that time. And the big news of this year is that Uranus is shifting signs, and actually he's going into a space for you where the last time he was there was between 1934 and 1942. It's a massive shift, and it's in your adventure zone, your expansion zone, your higher learning zone. So you're going to want to feast on life. In fact, Uranus is going to chuck you lots of opportunities, not just this year, but for the next 7 years of adventure, expansion, exploring, and generally expressing all the things about yourself that are unique. And you might find it hard to start off with being cast into an adventure, but you will have a thirst for knowledge as well. So, enjoy the wild ride. It should be easier than the last 7 years, I have to say. And you will come out of it a broader human. Now, the Sun is conjunct Neptune on the 7th of March. You may have a soul connection with someone then, or you are bathing in love and you're experiencing a deep feeling when it comes to the people that you're close to. Mercury is also conjunct Neptune on the 2nd of April, around that time. And there may be a communication with someone that just feels completely different to anything you felt before, or there's a soul merging. With Mercury conjunct Uranus around the 8th of May, you may suddenly decide that you want to study or do something that pushes you forward. You're ready to push forward. You're ready to try new things. You're ready to embrace the unknown this year. Also, there's a very strong and passionate group of people you're going to meet in June, and you're pushing forward. You're ready to be a leader in June. Mercury goes retrograde again, pain in the bum, on the 8th of July. Very murky communication around that time. You may feel that you're being psychic or instinctual, but it could just be a complete and utter illusion. You might also meet a masculine figure, whatever that means to you, that isn't being honest, but is a right old charmer. So be careful of charming and beguiling masculine forces around the 8th of July. Now, Mars enters your sign on the 18th of August. Yeah, that's when you are fired up and your mojo is lit and you're like, right, I got it going on. You've got the power and the potential to move forward. And then on the 21st of August, the Sun enters your sign and it's your time of year. And Venus enters your sign, on the 21st, and the Sun enters your sign on the 23rd. So August should be a stunning, radical, effusive month full of you feeling yourself and able to cut a sway through the crowd and shine like the star that you are. With Venus conjunct Mars, it's frisky, it's passionate. August is very, very good for you. And then also Mercury enters your sign. So I would imagine, certainly from the 18th of August, you're like, rah, this is my time. And any of the things that you've been going after start to happen then. You're very much a creator of your destiny and your dreams in August. Now, on the 30th of August, the moon is joining forces with the Sun, Mercury, Venus and Mars in your sign. Seriously, something's occurring in August. And certainly the end of August, it reaches this massive crescendo. So be careful what you think. Be careful what you put out to the universe, because the universe is listening to your dreams, and tuning into your energy, and will create change through that. Then, if that wasn't enough, also on the 30th, we have the Sun in your sign trine Uranus. We then have the new moon in your sign, which is your moon. Very important day. New moon's very important for everybody when it's in our sign. And in your sign, on the 30th of August, that's when you recreate yourself. You start again in some way. You release the past. And you put all that magic that you've been gathering for the rest of the year into action. And there should be, again, unexpected news from Uranus about an adventure or a journey. On the 3rd of September, there's a huge cosmic energy going on. And I have to say, the stellium in your sign setting off a grand trine is, there are no words. There's certain magic this year which is just extraordinary for you. And the 3rd of September is another peak of that. Although if you're not being true to yourself, or you're deliberately involved with someone you know isn't right for you, or you're lying to yourself in any way, there will be struggle around that time, because Cosmos is not having it. This is about you stepping into your power. This is about you being yourself. This is about you doing what you got to do to be the master of your destiny. There may be a bit of confusion in the beginning of December. You're not really sure what's going on. You've got dreams, but you're feeling like you can't really put them into action yet. Mercury goes retrograde on Halloween 2019. Again, bit of confusion around September, October. Who cares? I've got all the wonder for the rest of the year. Focus on the wonder. Venus enters your really intense kind of jolly creative zone, soulmate zone, pleasure zone on the 26th of November. And then when Jupiter shifts signs, you're feeling fabulous at the end of the year, and you're feeling open to all sorts. So it's just like, rah, this is it. And you're willing to do the work to get what you want as well. I think there's very positive shifts for me looking at this. It's around soulmates, it's around love, it's around creativity. And also, very importantly, Jupiter is in your position of home and family. So you may be expanding, moving, changing where you live, doing something that is big when it comes to your home and family. And in December, Jupiter goes into your soulmate zone. So yeah, I reckon you're going to have a good 2 years. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Hello, wonderful one. Thank you so much for listening. It would be fabulous if you liked, subscribed, or shared. It would be really, really helpful. Also, I have a ton of free stuff for you. Horoscope.co.uk for everything astrology, and michelleknight.com for everything psychic and free tarot reading. See you there.